Hi guys and welcome to Ozone.com. This is Mohit Soni. What is in front of you right now is the BMW 5 Series facelifted version, which came uh, later last year, and we finally have a chance to sample this car. And what we're driving here is the 530i M Sport, and as you can see from the side, it may not look there's any big of a change, but what the bigger change from the previous 5 Series is this new front grille. It looks really impressive. It's got a very nice aggressive look to it. The headlamps merge with the kidney grille, and the slats between the kidney grills and the way the bumper is done. We like the new aggressive, very in your face look. It's not very bold, but it's truly aggressive in a way. We really like this new design language that is being followed by BMW. The three-parted bumper, because it's a M Sport version, and that is a vent that actually works. What you can also admire is the fact this new grey color with these spectacular looking alloy wheels just go hand in hand really well. This makes the car look absolutely stunning. The 5 Series, when the this is of course the facelifted LCR version. When the brand new version came in, it impressed us with its design. It continues to do so because majority of the side profile remains the same. The stance is impeccable and really spot on. That's the new tail lamps, which is sort of inspired from the LED DRLs at the front. The 530i badging for the 4-cylinder 2-liter motor. That's how the boot looks like. It's not very deep, but you get India market friendly space saver tire and some area to keep some stuff from this side as well as on that side. And that's really something that is slightly on the shorter side, but then it is enough for a good 2-3 big bags or a lot of small bags. You also get the electric tailgate. Surprisingly, it's not I think the door is unlocked. You've of course got 360-degree camera and 360-degree parking sensor, so it makes parking an absolute breeze in every situation. And yeah, that's what the car looks like. It looks great in this color and in this with the new LED DRLs and tail lamps and headlamps that are on offer. You've of course got the sunroof at the top, which is not a full-size one, but it's not a very small one as well. Again, a very handsome looking car from BMW. Let's jump inside and see what the big features are, and tell you what it's like to drive. Let's begin the interior review with the back seat, and as you can see, I'm going to sit behind my own driving position to find very good legroom, footroom on offer, very good knee room on offer, very good knee room headroom as well. You've got fast charging points and a 12-volt socket here, which should make charging multiple devices easy. Floor hump means, and as always, it's a strict 4-seater here, and what you get is a tweeter and a speaker, and of course that's the window mechanism, and the sun blinds are manual, which is a great addition right now in the heat. We've also got a sunroof. Let me show it to you. That's how it lights up the cabin. It's pretty nice to have a view outside, if this can be blocked to a certain extent. And at the back, you've got an armrest which is very nicely done. Cup holder, can holders are here. They fold away very nicely and cleanly. You've got LED lights throughout the cabin. It's a great place to be in. I see myself sitting at the back because under thigh support is downright brilliant. The rear seat experience continues to be top notch in this executive sedan. That's what is the requirement throughout the world and in India. You've got your dedicated AC vents as well, and ambient lighting here. I like the new texture which is used for the door pad. It looks really nice, feels nice to touch as well, and it's seen at the front as well, which I'll give you a look of once I get ahead. And yeah, very nice place to be. Still no ventilated seats at the front or at the back, and BMW also still hasn't put in ADAS features on any of its car for now. I think these are the only two features I think which is missing right now. You've got power seats here with memory function, and you've also got a sunblind, electronic sunblind here, button at the back. So you can see it folds down with a touch of button, comes back again, which is really impressive. Certain big cars from competitors don't even offer this, so that's a shame, and that's a plus point for BMW. Auto hold, electric parking brake, the driving modes to choose from, traction control, the fantastic iDrive that is on offer as always, works brilliantly, and you can understand it rather quickly. And the Logic 7 surround system by Harman Kardon is also downright brilliant. It is very crisp, very nice. You can easily use everything via the dial. It's also a touch unit, which makes things very impressive. In driver assistance, you only get the parallel park assist that is on offer, along with uh, certain parking maneuvers that you can use. This is the only sort of autonomous driving you're getting here in India with the 5 Series. And yeah, it's a pretty nice car to be in. Ambient lighting is spot on, and nevertheless, and the iDrive system continues to impress us even today with this 5 Series as well. You've got the 7 Series sort of layout for the AC controls here, the way the aluminum finish is used, and how the buttons and how the climate control becomes all digital. And yeah, that's how you use the wireless charger. It's quite slow, so that's why we're using it to keep something else. There is a USB port as well, 2 cup holders, 12-volt charging socket is here as well. And if you press it like this, it comes back here again. Lockable glove box, which is decently sized. And yeah, you've got adjustable under thigh support here as well, for the driver as well as in the passenger area. And that's how you use the door pads, which are fairly large, to keep a lot of stuff. We've also got a pocket here to keep some stuff, which is impressive. Paddle shifters have a very nice sort of leather finish at the back, so if it gets hot or cold, it's not going to be affected by the temperature. Again, this is a steering wheel which I don't enjoy much. It looks very chunky, very round, but it's very nice to hold. The leather feels really nice as always. You've got a tons of features on offer. There is the inclusion of wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with this car, and that makes life a lot easier as always. And thank you BMW for adding that to the car. There is of course other features as well added to the car. The screen here is a 12.3-inch screen, and I told you it works really well with the iDrive and with the touch. It also gets gesture control that is on offer, and you can change the tracks like this or like this. So as you can see, it works flawlessly. There is also voice command on offer, which works really well when you say, "Hey BMW." Okay, didn't catch that, but if I say it loudly, it will. And it can of course make the usual calls and send a text message from here itself. You don't need to take your phone in your hand and do it. So that is also, there is voice, there is gesture that is on offer. What is also introduced in the BMW is the fact that you get the BMW key that is on offer. The display key that comes with the 7 Series earlier now also comes in the BMW 5 Series. That's it. That's how this is also used. The wireless charger can be used to charge this as well. So that is really impressive. What this also does is the fact that when you just walk towards the car, it will lock and unlock itself. So keyless entry and go has taken to the next level, and you just need to walk away from the car or come near to the car. It will open and close automatically, and we've tried that several times. It works really nice. So there's no denying the fact that that is a sheer level of convenience that is on offer with the BMW 5 Series, and we like the way how it closes. The gear lever is the same. We're still not seeing any crystal things that we've seen in the 7 Series and the X7 and the X5. We wish it was there as well. That's another feature that we miss in the BMW 5 Series, apart from ventilated seats, ADAS features, and the crystals that we've seen on the top end variant. I'm sure that is also available in the future with the car. What you also have is an electric steering adjust, which is always welcome, adds to the premium quotient. Overall, the 5 Series now pretty much feels like the 7 Series in the way the features are included, the way everything is done. It's just almost there with the 7 Series, apart from the ultra luxurious features, and that's a welcome move. And also in a way which is the driving part, because it also now resembles a lot how the 7 Series drives. So let's find that out. So what is the BMW 5 Series like to drive in this 2-liter 4-cylinder motor avatar? Well, this is making 265 PS of power and 350 Nm of torque. That's a lot of power and torque from a 4-cylinder motor. And this time around, I think after the BS6, I can feel a bit of turbo lag and at the lower end, because it's not very seamless and very instant how it used to be. There's a slight bit of lag from the turbo, and how the gearbox also responds to it. But the moment it shifts down, the moment it gets into the power zone, it just shoots ahead. There's a lot of power and torque that helps you go ahead. It reaches illegal speeds in absolutely no time. Doing 140, 150s takes absolutely no effort in this car, even with 4 people up. and that is of course the highlight of the car. What is also the highlight is the very impressive fuel efficiency that you get with this car. You can easily get 9 to 10 kilometers to the liter in this car, and even more on the highway if you stick to the speed limits of 120 kilometers an hour. What also the 5 Series does very impressively, which you will notice while driving, is the fact that it cuts out wind noise almost entirely at slow speeds, and the road noise is also kept well in check even on concrete surfaces, even while doing 140 150 kilometers an hour. The road noise is barely heard inside the cabin, so that is also a job well done by BMW to make sure that you get the premium experience with the executive sedan here. So NVH levels are fantastic. Of course, I can hear the engine a bit more than the previous version, and I think that's fine because the soundtrack is amazing. The way it drives and the way it sounds is also quite enjoyable. It's got that crispy, fast driving engine, so that is also quite entertaining. The gearbox, as always, gets all the love. For a reason, because it is smooth, precise. The sport transmission with the ZF 8 speed works really well. I think we've covered performance, we've covered the fuel efficiency, we've covered the NVH levels. Everything is really impressive when it comes to the powertrain. The engine and gearbox never give any shadow of doubt that they're one of the best in this segment. It continues to be the same for quite some time, and it continues to impress every single time we drive it. Let's talk about how it drives, and the ride quality now matches to the previous 7 Series that we drove. It's a lot more comfortable than before. The 5 Series was a bit stiff last time when we drove it. This time it feels very supple over it, the way it goes over bumps, and yet it's not very supple in the way that it rolls around a lot at slow speeds. So that sportiness is there, that ride quality is still there. The balance has been achieved over very bad patch roads of Bombay. The 5 Series just glides through everything, and once you put it in comfort or Eco Pro mode, it just behaves so calmly and so smoothly. It goes over everything. Ground clearance is absolutely not a problem. Of course, with 4 up and some luggage, you can find a tall speed breaker that will touch the speed breaker, but most of the time you are going to get away with almost everything. We were surprised how it was taking certain tall speed breakers as well. So ground clearance is also not an issue. What is also again really impressive is the way it drives in the corners when you put it in sport mode. Body roll just disappears away, and the steering becomes heavier, and it's very light when you need it. It gets heavy when you want it. It's pretty precise. Of course, feedback as always. The more you give it to us, the better it is, but it's going lower. The feedback could have been better and more, but nevertheless it's enough to inspire confidence. It's inspire and push the car a bit harder on your favorite stretch of empty road. The 5 Series again impresses a lot. BMW's put a lot of effort. The interiors have a new set of features. The exterior looks really aggressive and nice. It drives really well. The pricing pretty much remains the same with a small premium, and that small premium is worth it because the quality levels, the way it behaves, the way it drives, the way it moves around, the way it looks, it truly deserves that premium, because the 5 Series has just become so much more competent than ever before that it's a very hard choice. Once you test drive it, you will realize that this car is all you need in the segment, right? In your life right now, because in this segment there is of course the Mercedes E-Class long wheelbase, which takes the cake away. But if you are into driving and if you don't need more than adequate space, and you're okay with slightly above adequate space, I think you should get the BMW 5 Series. There is no other car in the segment which does everything really well. BMW's put a lot of effort into it, and that effort is truly shining out. I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching our video. Make sure you like it, share it, subscribe to our channel. Follow us on our website, follow us on social media, and for everyday updates. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.